know. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am sick a little bit. I have just the family cold. It was going around and I'm the last one to get it, so I hope I don't start the cycle again and get everyone else sick again. When I get sick, I get really sick. Like, there's no happy medium. There's no like, oh, here's a touch of a thing. Or, you know. Anyways, that's not what this well, kind of what this video is about. I want to tell you guys about the worst night of my life and explain to you all what happened. Now, I did Instagram after the night of this happened. I was in bed, I Instagrammed, and I said, like, this is the worst night of my life, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I should really follow up on that and tell you guys what actually happened, because I hate those people who are like, oh, I had the best night ever, and no one ever knows why. Why was it the best night ever? Give me details. So that's what I'm going to be giving you guys today. So I want to start off by telling you guys that I have always had problems with headaches, migraines, ever since I was a kid. I started getting migraines when I was really young. One second, tea break. Tea break! Yum! When I got my eyes tested, it turned out I needed glasses. So I got glasses when I was in grade 4, I think. And I've been wearing them ever since. It did help my headaches, but I ended up getting really bad migraines still quite often. And then I just haven't had a migraine for like so long. So I hadn't had a migraine since I was in high school. If you had a migraine before, you know it's like the worst experience. It's horrible, you feel like you're dying, life is over sort of situation. Usually before I get a headache or a migraine, and I think most people feel this too, you kind of get an aura, which is like some sort of like weird thing that happens where you kind of know it's coming. And for me, like, sometimes it'll be like I literally can't talk. This time, I was trying to study for a little quiz or test or something, and I could not highlight what I was trying to highlight. Like, I kept highlighting like above it and not like where I actually intended to highlight. So that was annoying. So I was like, this is really weird. I think I'm getting sick. I took an Advil right away, and then I went to bed because I was like, I can't afford this right now. It's a busy time in the semester, blah, blah, blah. So I felt the migraine coming on, my head started hurting, my eyes started hurting, blah, 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 I went to bed. So let's fast forward like an hour. I kept waking up like on the hour, every hour, and my migraine kept getting worse and worse and worse. And by I think like 2 a.m. I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, it is so bad. I think I need to go to the hospital. And now just keep in mind, I've had migraines before. This is not like the first time. I know what they feel like, but I had never felt one this bad. So I was like, I need to go do something about this. So I couldn't stand up. It was very weird. I was extremely dizzy, which I've never had that before. I was extremely dizzy, like so not stable on my feet. Woke up and I was like, okay, I need to go wake up my parents and tell them what's going on and get help, or to get them to take me to the hospital. So I like kind of crawled to my parents' room and I woke them up and I was like, hey guys, listen up, I got a migraine. Obviously not in that way. But then I ended up falling over because I was so dizzy. I was trying to stand up and tell them I had a migraine and I couldn't. So I fell over, blah, blah, blah. They brought me back to my bedroom and they were staying with me, like making sure I was okay. They gave me another Advil, which, why would you give me another Advil, people? I already have the migraine, it's not going anywhere. And I said to them over and over again, I think I need to go to the hospital, I think I need to go to the hospital. This is so bad. I have never felt pain like this before. I've broken my arm, I've had migraines, I felt so ill, like just ill. My parents were like, hey, do you actually want to go wait in a waiting room with bright lights all over you and people talking? Like, you couldn't handle that right now. And they're right. So I was like, you're right. Smart people. So I ended up just lying in bed basically, and they turned off all the lights and they were like sitting there with me, and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up at some point. So my dad went and got like our family barf bucket, which is disgusting. We actually like use it for food. But like, if anyone is about to throw up, we have this one bucket that we use, but we like, it's not even a bucket, it's a bowl, and we use it for like salads and popcorn. Which is gross. But anyways, we washed it very thoroughly. So I was like, put this bucket on my bed, someone stay with me, and it ended up being my dad. My dad stayed with me, and he was trying to get me to fall asleep again. So like, hopefully sleep off this migraine, which is what you usually have to do. So about an hour later, I was like freaking out. Like, I was starting to have a little bit of a panic attack, which I've had before. And I started freaking out and I was like, I think I'm gonna throw up, I think I'm gonna throw up. Meanwhile, I had been trying to throw up for like hours. Like, I had been like trying to get myself to throw up. Like, I wanted to gag myself, but I don't know how to do that. So I was like, I just need to let it happen organically, but I don't know how long I can take this. Anyway, so I'm lying in bed and all of a sudden I really need to throw up. So I get my dad to pass me the bucket and I'm throwing up in my bed into this bucket, which I had great aim. And I got it all into the bucket or the bowl, whatever. And right away, so I was like, get it away from me. I can't even think about it. Like, the smell of vomit, the look of someone vomiting, like just everything about vomit, like the sound of people throwing up makes me want to throw up. So I was like, get that away from me, I can't even be near it, my own vomit. And my dad was like, okay, you've thrown up, now you'll feel better. And I was like, yeah, that's usually what happens. I have thrown up because of a migraine once before, and I've only thrown up like 3 times in my life, you guys. So just keep in mind, like, I hate throwing up. That is the last thing I'll do. Last thing I'll do. So anyways, I've thrown up. Now my dad's like, okay, go back to bed, blah, blah. I was like, great, yes, I'll feel better. It would not go away. Like, usually the pain gets better, but it would not stop. And I was in so much pain. I was crying. I was trying to put cold cloth over my eyes, but I have eczema on one of my eyelids, you guys, and it was like stinging and painful, and nothing was helping. My migraine was so bad. So I tried to fall asleep, and I think I was asleep. Maybe I fell asleep, I don't know. But something made me think about vomit, and this was around 4 a.m. now. My parents back to sleep, whatever. Something makes me think about vomit, and right away I'm like, okay, I need to go throw up. Like, I need to throw up right away. I forget that the vomit bucket is by my bed, cleaned and ready to go, ready for use, because just in case. Forget that that's there, and my thought process is, I need to get to the toilet. Can't walk properly, so I end up like staggering around my room and end up projectile vomiting across my bedroom. My first thought was like, oh, I do not want to clean that up. Who's going to clean that up? That is disgusting. All over, not even kidding to you guys, like a puddle this big of vomit. Hello, vomit. So then it made me want to throw up more because it was there and I could see it. So I went to the bathroom, threw up a little bit more. Actually, a lot more. It was disgusting. I threw up so much and still didn't feel much better, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to bed. I didn't think about the bucket that was right by my bed. I could have just thrown up into that, but no. Didn't think about cleaning up the vomit that was on the floor. I literally, like, just went into my bed and I guess I fell asleep. So then I had my alarm set for school the next day. I wake up at like 8 o'clock for school, to go to school, catch the bus, you know what I'm saying? So I got up and I was like, okay, gotta go. And I like whipped back my sheets to like get out of bed. I kind of forgot about my migraine, but like I still had like this headachy thing. I pulled out my blankets to get out of my bed and I like started to walk and I literally could not walk. I was like the most intoxicated person you've ever seen is what it looked like. I was like, oh, like, and my dad walks in right when I'm doing that in my bedroom. He's like, you're not trying to go to school, are you? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, you can't go to school, you were throwing up all night. I was like, you're stepping in my vomit, like legit, you're stepping in my vomit. That's my vomit right there. So yeah, that is basically that. I stayed home that day, tweeted or Instagram that photo of my disgusting face of having the worst night of my life. Probably slept like 2 hours that night, and I ended up sleeping throughout the whole day because I literally didn't sleep at all nighttime. But yeah, that was like literally the worst night of my life. I would not wish that on my like worst enemy, and I kept saying that over and over and over again, like like as I'm in so much pain. I'm like, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. I don't know why this happens to me. Should I go to the hospital? Do I need to go to the doctor? Yes, that was my night. Have you guys ever had anything like that happen to you? I don't know. Have you ever had a migraine? That's my question. So that's the story. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below your disgusting stories, and I will see you all soon. Bye.